As a fellow telecommunications professional, I thought I perhaps should share with you a new tool I've discovered. This tool helps me get the most out of my T1 network and cope with three recent trends, which are greater network complexity, increased data traffic, and evolving network standards. With the explosive growth in the use of T1, point-to-point single lines have become multi-line, multi-node, multi-hop, and multi-vendor. Increased data traffic and sensitivity to bit errors has made transmission performance a critical network management issue. Intrusive testing with simple test jacks and a single loopback are no longer adequate. Moreover, the early T1 standards based on telephone company requirements are evolving to meet users' private network needs. The new tool I mentioned is an intelligent CSU developed by Kentrox. They call it T-Smart because it's, well, smart, and smarter than other CSUs, I might add. T-Smart provides performance monitoring and trouble detection. It aids in locating and diagnosing problems, and it provides a graceful way to keep up with evolving standards by converting D4 signals to ESF and zeros to B8ZS. While you'll normally use several T-Smarts mounted in a shelf system, I have some sites with just one unit for a single T1 line. Inside the rugged extruded aluminum case are two multi-layer printed circuit boards loaded with ICs. This circuitry performs 6 major functions. There's the signal regeneration circuits and line build-out for the transmit and receive. T1 signals are monitored every second for errors and the presence of test conditions. And not just network signals like other ESF CSUs, but also signals from my terminal equipment. Test functions include 6 loopback codes and a 1 in 8 test code. There's even a quasi-random signal source and test jacks. It stores 24 hours of signal performance data and test events in 15-minute increments. Other circuitry converts D4 signals to ESF and long strings of zeros to B8ZS codes. I'll show you how these functions improve network management with a multi-hop branch of my network. A multiplexer feeds a T-Smart CSU at the communications center. Cable connects this to a second T-Smart at our microwave site. Our microwave link connects to a leased line through a T-Smart. And finally, there's a T-Smart and multiplexer at the far end. The T-Smart front panel tells me what's happening. LEDs let me know about bipolar violations, alarm indication signals, loss of signal, keep alive signals, low pulse density, yellow alarms, out-of-frame conditions, or when the error rate exceeds the threshold I've set. And I can see if the problem is on the network or the terminal side. Other LEDs tell me when T-Smart is looped toward my terminal equipment or toward the network. They show when I'm receiving data or codes and when the far end is looped back. With this clear data, I know just what's happening. Once notified a problem exists, I isolate it using the 3 loopbacks. With local loopback, I test from my terminal equipment through the CSU and back. Line loopback allows me or my carrier to test the network line excluding the CSU. Using the test loopback, I can test the network line including the CSU. Using all 3, I can isolate the problem to my terminal equipment, either CSU or the network. No more finger pointing, because I always know just who to call to fix problems. Here's how T-Smart's loopbacks and test code generators help isolate a problem. I can put the nearest CSU into local loopback using the front panel button, and then run some tests. I can loop back the CSU at the microwave, run tests there, and then step through the network using the 6 loopback codes. Finally, I can diagnose problems using the built-in QRSS and 1 in 8 test generator without leaving my central site. Although I showed this using front panel controls, a simple ASCII terminal or a network management system connected to T-Smart works even better. To help me avoid problems, T-Smart provides several performance reports. Day-to-day comparison points out any degradation taking place, so I can act before it's a problem. I can even compare actual to promised network performance. The industry standard RS-232 control port allows direct access to any T-Smart for controlling and configuring the local CSU or getting its report. You don't need to buy a separate expensive box. Through the ESF facility data link, I get performance reports from the other end of the span. I also use modems to access and control any T-Smart in my network. It's easy using the clear and helpful menus. I often bypass the menus by entering familiar commands in strings. And it was easy to integrate T-Smart with my network management system because Kentrox cleverly included a numeric response mode. T-Smart even keeps up with my evolving network. Today, my network is all D4, so I've configured the T-Smarts to match. But soon, part of my network will convert to ESF, and I'll reconfigure my T-Smarts to convert between SF and ESF. Later, I'll again reconfigure T-Smarts when the rest of my network converts to ESF. It's just as easy to start with AMI and convert to B8ZS for 64 kilobit clear channel operation. All these features of the unique standalone T-Smart unit are also standard in the rack-mounted systems. Each shelf holds and provisions up to 12 CSUs, exactly matching one shelf to one standard 50-pin T1 connector. Since 16 shelves can be daisy-chained, 184 T-Smarts can be controlled from just one port. And I've just touched on the capabilities of this remarkable CSU. It has features beyond your expectations. But on top of all these features, I selected T-Smart because it was designed and built with great care. Kentrox engineers used computers to analyze and prove the T-Smart design before they made a single connection. Printed circuits were designed on a CAD system. For maximum reliability, reduced size, and minimum manufacturing costs, they designed a custom IC called an Application-Specific Integrated Circuit, ASIC for short. Then they subjected prototypes and pre-production units to environmental tortures, high and low temperatures, and extreme humidities for weeks. Production units are 100% tested for functionality, and Kentrox tests almost every component using sophisticated computerized equipment. Out-of-tolerance components are replaced to prevent future problems. It's the same care used on their original T-Serve CSU, and it has a field-proven MTBF exceeding 400,000 hours. Well, knowing all this, T-Smart was our only intelligent choice. After all, it handles growth and network complexity with multiple loopbacks and other built-in test aids. Increased data traffic benefits from ESF and B8ZS capabilities. Line code and framing conversions and data link capabilities help us keep up with evolving network standards. Single location troubleshooting helps maintain our network with fewer hard-to-get trained technical personnel. The Kentrox technical sales staff is available during normal business hours to help you put together a network of intelligent CSUs. So contact Kentrox today so you can begin enjoying the benefits of an intelligent T1 network. Your orders will be properly handled and promptly delivered, just as you've experienced with other fine Kentrox products. And it's easy. Just use their toll-free 800 number.